Is going well, Janavi?
Yep, Fiesta Friday.
I just have one question for you before we get into the depths of these things, right? That we're going to discuss this world-changing philosophies that we discuss every Friday. But before we get into the weekend, I wanted to know if a millennial like you has tried Campa Cola.
I tried it earlier, not the Reliance version,
I see.
but
So
yeah.
is the Reliance version just soap water? What is it?
I think it's the same one. I honestly have not tried it, so can't say if the taste is the same or not. But I remember that bottle, the gray background with I think the black or red something. It
Okay.
it
I
was too sweet for me.
It was too sweet for you. But I don't know how I will feel. I used to like Campa Cola. I used to love the ad. I used to just love that ad of Campa Cola, and I was wondering what Campa Cola was. And then suddenly it's back. So I'm really wondering what's going to happen. And it's deeply linked to what we're going to discuss today, isn't it?
Yes,
So why
yes.
didn't you set it up for us?
Yeah. So the advent of Reliance into the entire beverages sector, it had taken the market by a shock a couple of, I
Hmm.
think, last year or so, right? And Reliance has launched Campa Cola at 10 rupees SKU. And
Hmm.
Reliance is not the only one. Rasna has introduced its food drinks at 10 rupees. Mother Dairy has launched its mango lassi pudina chach at 10 rupee SKU.
Hmm.
So you see a lot of beverages companies, especially the drinks that we have in the summer months,
Yeah.
launching the 10 rupee SKUs. So that's a very interesting shift in those 40 rupees Coke bottles or the 80 rupees 2-liter Coke bottles that used to flock the market. So number one, I think it's a shift from going from family size to the nuclear sizes.
Hmm.
More for the metro cities, even the rural sectors, people are having consuming foods and beverages that are individual choices rather than the family choices. And secondly, I most of the people have said that it's because of affordability, but I would very much disagree on this point.
Hmm.
I don't think that 10 rupees is just a price point. I think it's a behavioral unlock. It's a price laddering strategy that
Yeah.
FMCGs are doing. So I'll love to hear your take on this.
No, it's so interesting. So first of all, I'm really intrigued by your habit creating idea, right? Can you create a habit by making it cheaper, right? Now I'm wondering whether it will work for something like Rasna, because it's a soft drink, but it's not fizzy, it's not cola, it's something which is out of favor maybe with the younger generation, and so on and so forth. So I'm wondering whether just by lowering the price and making it available, will it become a habit? But then I'm tempted to say that people who smoke their first cigarette bought sutta rather than a whole pack. So yes, there is something there. It's like a starter pack, and which is why, by the way, they are banning vapes which are disposable in the UK, hopefully quite soon. But coming back from this plethora of arguments in favor of habit making, I'm not sure that if that's the only reason why they've priced it at 10. One of it might be very tactical. It's summertime, and as you said, individuals coming in, the family size is growing smaller, and people making individual buying decisions. That's what I wanted to say. I think it makes sense for everyone to try it out. I think certainly Campa Cola must have frightened people who are already losing market share,
Yeah.
right? Already losing market share. So this might be a hail mary, to be honest, and to try things out in the summer, like last summer, before the perennial winter strikes. But see, we are both marketers, and we think from a demand side of things. And a lot of times, what I've noticed is that it is a supply side phenomenon as well, which means that you've got a glut of overproduction hanging there, and you want to get rid of something around it, and you know that summer is coming and it's going to crunch things, and because of Campa Cola is coming in and stuff like that. So I'm not saying that there is no demand factor there, but there might be something around that. But I doubt whether everyone's overproducing, right,
Yeah.
at the same time. However, I'll give you a different example. I know that whenever Amul either reduces or increases its prices, it sends shockwaves in local dairy producers in a particular city. right? So if Amul reduces its price, then I'm sorry, I keep using Chitale Bandhu, but Chitale Bandhu, it also does milk, so they reduce their price. So they're all looking at, and they've got a bit of a cartel going there. So it's that cartels agrees that whatever Amul is deciding, we are going to match that price, or we are going to keep it from here to here, and we're not going to reduce too much, or we're not going to increase it too much. And there might be a bit of cartelization going over here as well. I'm not too sure. It might be a conspiracy theory.
I think this would have been very much relevant if Coke or Pepsi had been the ones who had pioneered into this. Now, earlier, Coke had also used this strategy where it came out with the 10 rupee packages and bottles, and this was when the 20 rupees, the 40 rupees, sorry, the 30 rupees bottle. Yeah, I remember. 30
Hmm.
rupees bottle had stopped working, especially in the rural sectors. That is when they came out with the 10 rupee PET bottles. And what happened? I think what happens is there is a lot of overwhelm, or whenever you're trying something new, you don't want to immediately invest a lot of money into it. Like 40 rupees for a fast moving consumer beverage seems
Hmm.
like too much to spend. And secondly, if I'm buying a bigger bottle, I'm immediately thinking, if it tastes crap, then I'll have to have at least 100 sips of that crap thing,
Hmm.
right? But if it is a 10 rupee bottle, if it tastes like crap, number one, it's just 5 sips, I'll be done with it.
Yeah.
Number two, if it's absolutely shitty, I wouldn't mind wasting 10 rupees. So it reduces the entry barrier by a lot. And this is what Coke did. And Coke penetrated rural sector through their 10 rupee pet bottle. And after that, they slowly started increasing the 10 rupee. After 10 rupee worked out, they came out with the 20 rupee bottle, then a 25 rupee bottle. And the more adoption there was for the higher priced bottles, they started reducing their the smaller SKUs. Now in the market, you see those 25 rupee bottle. It's almost the same size as 20 rupee bottle only, but
Hmm.
they just laddered up, and you don't see the 10 rupee SKUs much anymore. So I think, rather than, maybe cartelization might be a point here, and the supply side might be a point here, but I think, because Coke and Pepsi have dominated the market since so long,
Hmm.
the newer companies that are coming in, the newer flavors that are coming in, they want to enter the market through a very low entry barrier. Look
Yeah.
at paperboard. We adopted paperboard, the small sachets.
Hmm.
Got adopted much faster. It was not just their advertising, not just nostalgia and everything, but it was, it's just something small. I can just try it out. I can taste it out. If I like it, then I'll purchase it, and I liked it.
I remember Amir Khan's ad for Coke, and Coke was actually selling something at $5, right? Bata Coke kitne ka hai? Panch, and
Ah, yeah,
this
yeah,
whole ad
yeah. The
was
small
happening.
glass bottles. Yes.
Yeah, so that was really interesting. So that's what came to mind, and what really came to mind was the fact that it was spoken in a variety of subcultural things. So I think that was very smart handling by Coke, because what they were trying to do was getting into entry points in smaller villages and towns in
Vernacular
urban and tier two.
areas.
So that was, in retrospect, a really brilliant move, especially as distribution is concerned. And
Yeah.
the second thing that comes to my mind, and this is a really subtle one, right? And it kind of adds to the point that you made about habits. I'm not sure. Yes, I agree that if it's a shit drink, you can chuck it. And here's the weird thing: if you like the drink, your thirst isn't satisfied, especially in summer. So there's something insidious here, which means that I'm going to probably end up buying two of those
Yeah.
in order to feel better, especially if
Exactly.
I'm thirsty. So yes, you have created a habit, isn't it? Without
Yes.
without you telling me that you're creating a habit, you're selling bloody sugar water, and some sort of strange formula. I don't know what Campa Cola's formula is, but I'm sure that it's equally seductive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that has been Jio's strategy. Now, sorry, Reliance's strategy. When Jio came out, it came
Hmm.
out free. They increased it to 29 rupees. Now they can increase it to 200. People won't care because they are in the habit of using Jio. Everybody, even if they have a dual SIM phone, they'll have at least one SIM of Jio. So this is like FMCG's freemium model. The small SKU packs that FMCG is coming out, right? It's like,
It's
and
the
it's more
playbook.
like, sorry.
It's the same playbook, isn't it?
Same playbook, exactly. And secondly, one more thing that just came to my mind. We today are living in very small micro moments, right?
Hmm.
And this is a snackified economy going on, right?
Nice. I like that. I like that. So
Yeah.
explain this. Explain the connection.
Yeah, so all this, the small things that we do, maybe I just need an impulse craving, I'm just feeling down, or I just had a, a very stupid meeting, I need to go for a sutta, I'll just buy a small Coke packet. I know that I just need, just some rush, just some pick me up sort of a thing, or I'm just feeling good about something, I'll just go buy, have a little caffeine injection into me, right?
Mm.
So the small SKUs, or I'm feeling very hot, suddenly it's very hot, but I don't want to carry around a very big bottle with me because I'm just taking a metro right now, so I'll
Yeah.
just buy a small sachet of fruity. It's just $10, it doesn't matter to me, I have it lying around, I'll just finish it by the time I board the metro, I'll have finished it,
Yeah.
right? So no storage problem, no nothing, and it defines my moments, like that early morning sweat suddenly gets very much alleviated by that small 10 rupee drink, so it becomes a happiness injection for me.
As Jahnavi extols the virtues of instant gratification by her generation, what we will do is we will wish you all the very best for instantly gratifying all of your hidden desires this weekend. As we say bye to you, I hope that you enjoyed this specific topic, and I wonder what it's going to be like for all those also rans in today's in today's day and age, especially as the Reliance behemoth comes a knocking. I hope.
Yeah, and this is a very good lesson for the upcoming brands, the startups in this sector, how they can, compete with the giants.
Yes, well said. Thank you all. Thank you, Janavi, and goodbye.
Thank
See
you.
you on Monday.
Bye. Happy Friday.